हवा को तूफान बनते देर नहीं लगती और तूफान को रोकने के लिए चट्टान की जरूरत पड़ती है. Filled with one-liners like these, the 2018 super hit film sequel Satyameva Jayate 2 released in cinemas yesterday. And to say the least, the movie is filled with high-octane action scenes thanks to John Abraham. Now there's not just one or two, but three of them loaded into this senseless, mindless entertainer of a movie which is only sold to the best of action lovers. Now throughout the movie, director Milap Zaveri is very evidently telling you that he is a fan of the 80s cinemas of Bollywood, with massy, high-octane action scenes filmed in every 10-minute interval. John Abraham plays double role of Satya and Jay, the two brothers, amongst which one is a cop and the other is a politician, in an unending attempt to save the world from the bad guys. There's a triple role as well of John Abraham in the second half of the movie that is introduced as Dada Sahab Azad, who single-handedly plows a farmer's field when in a conquest to save the world from the bad guys. You see the politician John and the cop John so many times on the screen that actually it becomes confusing as to which John is which, that eventually you just leave the logics behind and watch the film. John Abraham aces his triple role while putting his chiseled physique to display every now and then. Divya Khosla Kumar is a pretty face but hasn't been given much lines except for when she actually stands up against her father. Gautami Kapoor is convincing as the brother's mother and the wife for Dada Sahab Azad, while Harsh Shaya nails his part as the antagonist of the movie. The soundtrack of the movie includes chartbuster hits like Lehenga from Just Malak, and the sizzling factor included in the movie is by the song of Nora Fatehi's Kusu Kusu, which actually happens in the first half of the movie, making the movie a little dull towards the end. From the strikes of the doctors to kids dying of food poisoning, strikes, flyovers collapsing, all these storylines will remind you of the classics of the legendary Manmohan Desai cinemas of the 80s. Now, these plot lines are very well versed individually but don't really sync up well towards the end of the plot. The only highlight for me in the entire movie is when John Abraham is acing all his action scenes while ripping apart his uniform. If you're a fan of the masala entertainers and love John Abraham thrice times infinity, this one is a must for you.